Good morning. We have a coffee tasting this morning for Via. So I do get my beans from this coffee roastery in College Station, but it's just very inconvenient, and while I love it so much, I kind of wanted one to roast them locally, and two, I've seen this roastery partner with different businesses. The idea is to get a house blend that I can ship to customers and just kind of have like our own little blend, and two, an espresso blend for the latte. We also got our first merch for Via this week, so exciting things happening. I'm excited. I'll see how much I can record in there, not sure, but I'm pumped, and let's get going. Coffee tasting, and it was so cool. Like, company, their customer service is top notch. They made me 2 iced lattes, and they were both pretty good. And then they were like, oh well, here's a whole 2-pound bag that you can try at home, because every machine makes a difference, so try it out. And then we kept talking about other stuff, and they were like, well, I know you were also interested in this other blend, so here's a single origin bag that you can also try. And they were like, here you go. And we toured the place, and it was really cool. The amount of science and work that goes behind roasting coffee and selling coffee is insane. We go back to the original tasting room, and they're like, oh, like, do you want anything to go? And I was like, oh, like, I can just have my drink that I hadn't finished. And it filled about halfway, and then she was like, oh, so that's only half, let me make you more. And I was like, what? Like, so wired, but so cool. I have like this room that you can book, and it's free to the public. You can book it for free, and they provide coffee. And then they have a coffee bar where they make like your typical drinks, kind of like, you know, like a normal coffee shop. So wired, but so excited for weekend when they can do Nama Target, because we just got merch, and gonna see if they have anything that I can ship stuff with. So really excited, really good things coming, and I'm so caffeinated, but so good. We'll see which one I choose, but just want to record the process, because I know when I'm gonna look back and be like, oh my gosh, like that's where we started, or like I had this experience. So. Good morning, world. So the last time I filmed was about a week and a half ago, and I had gone to Target that day, and I remember getting back, and even like in the videos, like I could hear myself out of breath, and I was like, okay, I'm a little bit tired, but it's probably from my trip. Like, it had been like a busy 4th of July. I went back, and anyway, a couple days later, I found out I have COVID. COVID got me after 2 years, which is kind of like crazy that, you know, went that long without it. But then again, like 2 years after, like it finally got me. All this to say, like, you just never know. Like, I mean, I thought I had dodged it, but you know, apparently I was wrong. I mean, things are still crazy out there. I think they're still getting crazy. So I have very, very, very mild symptoms, and I'd like to say, besides, you know, God being good to me, Pfizer came through, so thanks Pfizer. But anyway, I'm very lucky that I was able to not have bad symptoms, and just very lucky of the situation, despite it being unfortunate. But anyway, we're back. I need to send a couple of tote bags, because I did get a few orders I need to send, but let's make some coffee first, because gotta do that first. So lately I have been obsessed with cold brew with chocolate foam. Starbucks put this out, I think, a couple months ago, and I became obsessed with the chocolate cold foam, and so I learned how to do it at home. So I'll be doing that today. Also, Wandering Bear coffee, some cold brew, so I've been using that, but yeah, this is how you do it. So like I mentioned, Wandering Bear sent me cold brew a while back. And it's an interesting concept because it's in a box and you just put in your fridge, and the idea is that when you open your fridge you can just pour your cold brew. It lasts up to 16 glasses, which I found it hard to believe, but I feel like I've been using this and it doesn't run out. Like it just, there's just an infinite amount, I feel like, so it still feels pretty heavy. Anyway, that's what I'll be using. They did give me a code, so I'll put it down below. I think it's pretty good. I've never been a super huge fan of cold brew, but lately I'm like, maybe this is my cold brew era. But I think it's been I think it's pretty good, so definitely check it out. It does last for a while, so they're right when they say that. So anyway, I'm gonna pour some in a glass of ice, and then I'm gonna make the chocolate cold foam. And so what I do is grab some half and half, and I honestly guesstimate everything, but I want to say this is a 1/4 of a cup, maybe a third, actually a third of a cup. And then some chocolate malt, so it smells so good. And then I usually do, let's say this is half a tablespoon, so I do about 3 of these. Honestly, I just guess, but you know, it's up to your taste, which will make it 1.5 tablespoons. And you just blend it, make it as foamy you want, and then I just pour it in my cold brew. And voila, it's actually pretty good. If you want to make it a little bit sweeter, you can put vanilla syrup. I think that's what Starbucks does, but yummy little recipe. Anyway, let's get working now. Anyway, cheers. Honestly, to say the least, I've been learning a lot about shipping and packages and how everything works on the back end, which makes me really appreciate and small businesses and just business in general, because I think sometimes even I'm guilty of like ordering something from a small business and then checking the tracking, like I said, here yeah, like why haven't they shipped it, like why is it taking so long, and everything that just goes behind it. Like one, it's, you know, it costs money, and then two, like someone needs to actually make the package. There's just a lot of work that goes behind the scenes that I guess I never really appreciated or never really thought about. I think we just sometimes fall into this cycle of thinking, oh, I order something and it magically ships within minutes and I need to get it within the next 2 days. And I think a big reason for that is because we're just in this Amazon world where we get packages up like even the same day or 2 days. Even with 2 days we're like, whoa, that's taking so long. But it's just a whole nother world behind the scenes and being the one. But anyway, I did the packaging and I got these back boxes also from Amazon. And then what I did, I was put the bag and then I wrapped it in the tissue paper that I got from Target and then put a label sticker. These aren't the updated labels, but again, I was done with COVID and I couldn't pick up any new ones. So, and then I put some shredded paper, and the tote bags are nicely wrapped in here, and I have the thank you card that I hand wrote. Just put it out here, make it look cute, and then I'm gonna tape it down and add the shipping label, and then hopefully I have let me cover the address. I have a happy customer. So we're gonna do that. Gonna take these to the post office. So a while back, before I redid the logo, I ordered these stickers, and they're a medium size, and I like them because I think they make the box look pretty cute, but they are outdated. However, I do have some extras, so I don't want them to go to waste, so I'm just gonna put it in the meantime till I run out. I know it's not the logo we have now, but I mean, the color still goes. And the one I have is just a slight variation of it. Instead of having them all capitalized, you just have the V capitalized. But I mean, I think it's still fun. So I'm gonna send this today, and then I'm gonna work on my next package. But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. So I figured we'd do some couple shoots, just to test it out. So there's just a blanket I got from Target, and then of course we have to have our iconic coffee there. I'm not sure if to do it like this or in there, but it's a vibe, so we'll see.